Matchday 16. Rich County 1. Overrated, cheating, bastardized, broken game that costs 50 quid and can let me have your cash 2. Hyrule Wanderers 1, Casadis Town 0. Castlevilla 0. Riften United 1. PES United 0. Sparta United 0. Viridian Forest 2. Pallet Town 0. Arclay Rovers 2. Oakville Wanderers 0. Tellius Rovers 4. Port Town 1. Raccoon City 2. Canlave City 4. Boston Albion 0. Seacrest County 0. Dawnstar United 4. Seoul City 0. So there we are. But where you see 43 points, 14 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. The 1 draw and the 1 loss have come from 2 similar matches where we could have passed the ball back to our goalkeeper and the opposition wouldn't have done anything at all until the 65th minute. And then in the 65th minute, the game goes in complete cheat mode. And that's the other thing, isn't it? You know, I mean, I've had playthroughs in PES 2016 where I built a decent side. You know, like for example, I had a lead side, and we were in the Skybet Championship, and I built a team, and the matches that we lost, every single one of them, the game had just gone in cheat mode for. And we made it to the playoffs, and we got to the playoff final, and the cheating in the playoff final was unbelievable. I mean, I really wish I had recorded the whole game and all of the cheating bits where I paused it and stuff to have a look at stuff. It was unbelievable because it was an important game that meant something. And you know, my team back-to-back title winners in this playthrough, in this campaign, and we are on top player. We are absolutely on top player, and we have been in the whole of this campaign. None of the matches have been replayed. All of the matches are what you see. What you see is what you get. It's an undiluted, complete, just as it is playthrough, right? It's unbalanced and broken. We're scoring fuckloads of goals. We're walking away with the title. You know, we won it in our first season when I was building the team. We pissed on them in the second season. You know, we got beat 7-0 in the PU League Cup in our first season in a real cheat fest of a match. I mean, it was just ridiculous. And then in our second season, we pissed all over PES United in the final and whooped them 6-1. The game is unbalanced. The scout system doesn't work. The contract system doesn't work. The whole thing is broken from top to bottom. It's half-assed. There's no real football vibe to it. The editor is still shit. You can't even edit the fucking grounds or anything. You can't even attach leagues together and make a league structure with 4 fucking leagues because they couldn't be fucking bothered. I mean, I think it was Electronic Arts. They got done, didn't they? They got found out because they put the same FIFA game out for the following year. It was exactly the same one. All they did was change the packaging and they got found out. I mean, punters are being screwed over left, right and centre. You and me as customers are being mugged for our money. Right? And it's high time that we stood up and said no more. As I've said before, objectivity, you know, should be there in a games review. It should be there. It should be unbiased. It should be, you know, a proper, honest review. Everything. And I mean everything. And that should be for you and me as customers to guide us and help us make our choice in the shop. It shouldn't be for games companies to sway us and manipulate us to give them cash. Legal regulations, guys. That's what you and me should be demanding in the industry that wants us to give them money. And you and me as customers should be shouting from the rooftops and showing why we need legal representation when it comes to, games reviews that very, very clearly are not honest. They're not honest. Who mentioned all the shit that I'm showing in PES on my channel? Who mentioned it? Which reviewer? Which review sites? Show me. Nobody. But yet me, who's doing this for free, for nothing, giving my time because I think this is important and it should be out there. Fucking hell, guys! I tell you, I'm really pissed off. Like I said, I've got an Xbox One sitting on my shelf gathering dust, and I've spent 400 odd quid on that, and they told me that Forza 6 was the best Forza game ever, and it's still fucking broken, and I can prove that. You want me to prove it? I can do that. I am really fucking steaming. This industry is bullshit. So the one defeat that you see in this league campaign is because of cheating, and I've showed that very clearly in the match. 12 million quid in the kitty. Dawn Star next. There's been an update in the transfer negotiation for A. Rabiot. Right, let's have a look at this update in the transfer negotiation then. That salary's come down a chunk, hasn't it? 964,560. If I sign him, I'm going to have to make a decision on who can go. That's a really good deal, I think, for a really good player. 22-year-old. That's a really good deal. Defensive prowess 73, ball winning 71. My team info squad list. Defensive prowess 76, ball winning 77. Defensive prowess 78, ball winning 80. Do you see what I mean? I've got good players. His passing's good. Rabiot's passing's good. It's better than mine. But for defensive midfield job, these two are better. Both of them. What do I want him for? Defensive midfielder. He'll play defensive midfield as we stand. He'll play defensive midfield when we're defensively. He'll play centre mid when we go forward. He will excel in his centre mid position better, but he won't do his defensive midfield duties as good. It's a good deal. He's a good player. But, do you sign him? Don't know. I'm going to leave that there for a bit and think about it. My gut instinct tells me no. Go with what I've got. He could get better defensively, but he won't be as good as Renteria, would he? It's just that is. Right, Dawn Star. I think it's going to be best if I don't play this game for a bit. This quote game for a bit. If I leave it again. And just put these vids that I've done. I've done 3 matches today, I think. A league match, a Champions League match, and another league match. And I'm really not chuffed with this game. I think it's a real mess. Right. Okay, think clearly. I've got good form in the squad. So we should have a good team to go in. They've got a teamwork of 89, but that doesn't mean fuck all in this game when it can switch cheating on and just screw you over. I hope the cheating fucks off. Adam Batty, Konami UK, Konami as a company, can you not put cheating in the next one? Can you actually make a proper game, please? I'm not buying the next one. I'm not listening to reviews. So you're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me as a customer that, you know, you cared, you listened, you did it properly, you did it right, and you didn't rip anybody off. And I don't think you can do that. I just don't think you can do that, because I don't think you've got it in you. I don't think the industry is honest enough. You know, that's my opinion. I'm really disillusioned with the gaming industry. I really am. And I just think it's set to rip us off. I'm not going to do the who scored this goal and that goal, because when you've got cheating, the whole thing's irrelevant. I'm really losing my enthusiasm for this now. And I'm going to say again, when people are putting playthroughs together of PES 2016, I really don't know why they don't mention all this shit. Why they're not shouting from the rooftops. Because I think if you're doing a playthrough of PES 2016 and you're saying, oh yeah, it's great, oh yeah, it's great, what you're doing is you're giving free publicity to Konami, and what you're doing is you're agreeing with broken shit being on the shop shelves, and you're agreeing with reviews that, you know, say this game's brilliant, and you're promoting that it's brilliant and that it's really exciting, and basically it's free advertisement, you know, for people to go buy it. Don't buy this piece of shit. Don't buy the next game. Don't support the gaming industry that says this game's brilliant. Buy it for it's got 9 out of 10, but we're not going to tell you everything that's wrong with it. Don't support all that shit. Keep your money in your pocket and spend it on something fucking better and more necessary instead. You know? I'm really unhappy and really disillusioned, and I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting some vids together about the gaming industry and stuff like that. Medic Maniac over and out.